I've traveled to space 2 times now, living and working on the space station and helping NASA move people and equipment safely from Earth to orbit and back again. But we want to go farther than that. We want to explore the solar system and journey to another planet, moon, or asteroid. To prepare ourselves, we've constructed a tool like nothing else the Earth has ever seen. To prepare yourself, by the way, you might want to hold on to the rail for a moment. If you start to feel dizzy, just close your eyes and the feeling should pass. See, this is a tool unlike any on Earth because it isn't actually on the Earth. It's orbiting 250 miles above the Earth. The International Space Station has been my home for 3.5 months over the course of 2 missions. The room you're in now is a small but important part of the station, the Destiny Science Laboratory, where astronauts are doing the work that will shape our future in space.
Hi, I'm astronaut and Commander Mike Fossum. I've lived on the International Space Station for over 6 months. Now I'd like to show you around the Destiny Laboratory. On Earth, there isn't a good way to replicate the long periods of weightlessness we would experience on a trip to another planet. But the space station and everything on it are weightless for as long as the station stays in orbit. There's no up or down in space, but to keep us oriented, the station is arranged to at least give it a floor and a ceiling. The labels are all the same way, and on the real space station, the lights and fans all run along the edges of the ceiling. You need to get used to the sound of those fans on the ISS. They aren't here simply to keep us cool. When you exhale in space, your breath doesn't float or fall away. It just cools around your head. Without fans to keep the air moving, you could suffocate on your own breath, so they have to be on all the time. The Destiny Laboratory isn't huge, but there's plenty of equipment packed into this space. The walls are lined with science racks. Each one is like a miniature laboratory contained in a cabinet, holding its own weightless experiment. So much of what we're used to on Earth is affected by gravity. We need to relearn how everything works in a weightless environment, including our own body. We want to spend long periods in space. We do experiments here on everything from putting out floating fires, to finding the best ways to grow plants in weightlessness, to observing the changes that occur in our organs, muscles, and bones. The knowledge we gain from these experiments will help us stay safe as our trips through space get longer. On the deck of this replica, we have the controls for the Canadarm, the 60-foot-long arm mounted to the outside of the station. We operate the giant robotic arm with hand controllers and video screens, sort of like a video game. This way, we can grab an 8-ton spacecraft and attach it to the station from the comfort of Destiny. We keep another robot in here too, the Robonaut. We're only testing this model, but eventually Robonaut devices should be able to work alongside astronauts and on their own. They could someday handle tasks from cleaning the station to working outside in space. Going on a spacewalk can be exciting, but it's also dangerous. And being sealed up in a spacesuit for 8 hours isn't much fun. The Robonaut can take some of that work off of our hands.
Hi, I'm astronaut Karen Nyberg. I've spent 6 months of my life living aboard the International Space Station. Technology like this isn't just to make a better International Space Station, and we don't do research on the station simply to figure out how to stay here longer. The space station is a springboard to our future in space. It's the first great off-planet human outpost. The knowledge we gain on the station, the things we learn about ourselves and the environment of space, will carry us out into the solar system and keep us safe as our journeys become longer, as we travel farther and farther from Earth to our new homes in space.